regular thing. I came for the
Artlist
ring, you know what I
IO.
mean? I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm a champion. The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real. Still keep me going. I wake
Music
up and
licensing
in
reimagined.
the field, man of the town. You've been in your fields. I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty. Either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents. This mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some. The skill is bar one. Y'all done. The game in the coffin. Referee screen recipe. So think twice if you next to me. It's West. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring. You know what I mean?
Artlist IO.
Shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion. It's our repetition. I'm stacking these trophies. I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor. I gave you the vision. Up early morning, enough for the sleep in my life is
Music
a dream.
licensing
Haters get
reimagined.
livid. My pocket's Pacific. That's deep if you get it. So therapeutic. I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing. I'm hearing these crickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow. A new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion. I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while. Got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow. What the team is about. Champions. You can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace. And think twice if you never see me. Just no doubt. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring. You know what I mean?
Artlist IO.
If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring. You know what I mean? I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Music licensing reimagined.
Play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right. I'm champion.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. From the Channel 9 studio, welcome in to Sports Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And of course, on this Monday night, we're going to start off with Monday Night Raw. And we started off tonight with Seth Rollins coming down to the ring, asking the people what is it that they really want, as they don't know who they cheering for. But whoever you cheering for, it's all a part of me. I'm paraphrasing. He didn't really say it like that verbatim. But, you know, he said Roman Reigns don't exist without me. CM Punk, he only comes back because they know I hate him. Cody Rhodes couldn't get over if it wasn't for him. So he pretty much trying to show how important he is. And at the very same breath, he's setting up the next matches. He tells Braun Breaker to go ahead. He's going to go ahead and destroy Penta. So, but the point of this conversation was everything goes through me. You know, I'm the guy that's going to bring the Oracle, me and the Oracle. I guess that's Paul Heyman. We're going to make some things move around us, and we're going to do things the way we want to do it. But everything's going to go through me. So as he finished the conversation, we get our first match, Braun Breaker versus Penta. It was okay. You know, as Penta tried to, use his agility to get around the strength of Braun Breaker. You know, Penta did get a couple good momentum moves on him. He even hit the Mexican Destroyer on him. That's his finishing move. But Braun is just Braun. He's almost like, well, he is a freak of nature. You know, as far as his physique and his movements, his agility, and things like that. So once Penta tried to come off the ropes, he ducks a clothesline, try to hit him with a off the rope of attack. Braun Breaker caught him in midair, with a spear, got a 3 count. That ended that match right then and there. And then he tells, Seth is all excited, telling him to stay out of his business and all this other stuff. But Penta was down and out for the count because that the way he sold that, it looked like it hurt, right? So Braun gets the win over Penta. I guess they're gonna try to have that a running matchup for Raw. It was pretty good, but some way, shape, or form, Penta gonna have to get a victory or some momentum to where he puts a worry into Braun Breaker because as much as he did tonight, even with his Mexican Destroyer, it didn't seem like it was enough tonight. So then, we go. They want to talk about the match between Gunther and Goldberg. Goldberg talking about Gunther disrespected him, and he's disrespecting me and my family and my second hometown. Now he gonna beat the brakes off him. Well, that's not what he said, but Brady said he gonna beat the uh the F word out of him. But I don't really, I guess that's his way of saying he's back, he's next, and Gunther's next. But it was a very short interview with Michael Cole, and we went right back into action with the Queen of the Ring semifinal between Jade and Roxanne. Roxanne, she it seems like she's trying to push the momentum as far as getting herself built up in the WWE, as she just got there recently. So they gave her this semifinal match with Jade, and she did really well. She actually got Jade in a little compromise situation where she was trying to go for a leg and work on the leg or whatever. But Jade, she had to use her strength, with a couple power bombs and things of that nature, to where once she got that final power bomb at the end of and she got the 3 count, you know, Jade advances on to the Queen of the Ring where she'll fight Asuka. And even Asuka comes out after the match and, they do the little pre-fight move, before Saturday night, afternoon or whatever. But Roxanne had a couple of momentums, but like I said, once Jade, she got herself together, put that power into action, and then it was a very good match for Jade, and she now advances. Like I said, Saturday against Asuka. We'll probably talk about some of those matches as well, but big win for Jade. Then Gunther comes out and he tell Goldberg, "Yo, listen, man, you old." I'm paraphrasing this too. That you old, right? This is not 1999. I'm not them old people. I'm the best in the world. This is not 35 years ago, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do to you. I'm gonna just take care of you and get you out the way. So that was pretty much. He's a one-trick pony. You can only do certain moves. Like, this is not then, this is now. So I guess Gunther. He's not really taking Goldberg serious. And the main question for everybody else who would be asking is, why should he? Because he's old, right? But we'll find out Saturday. Then we get into the Intercontinental match, Becky and Bayley. This is like a running marathon movie. Uh, so Becky and Bayley, they going through they going through the match. They getting physical. They find Becky takes the lead. Bayley takes the lead. Then we get outside. Bailey gets thrown over the table, gets buried under some chairs. All of a sudden, we see Lyra Valkyria coming through, trying to help out. Then, she's trying to get her in the ring. Becky hits Lyra, trying to get her to get herself disqualified. She jumps on the rope. Bailey try to remove her. She hit Bailey try to get in the ring. She gets hit. Then Becky tries to do the slide out of the ring kick, and she hits Lyra. Lyra gets all emotional, gets involved in the match. Now the match is just, Becky wins the match by disqualification. Me thinking that's going to result into a triple threat match. I don't know if it's Saturday or next Monday, but I'm presuming that's getting ready to come. So, that's, like I said, that's soon to come. Then, Rhea and Raquel, they still beefing with one another. They've been beefing with each other for a while now. So they get out there. Raquel, they go out there, they start fighting. Rhea is going out there. She gets take care of Raquel outside the ring. She goes, gets the table, put the table in the ring, and she give a hit Raquel with the move. Then Roxanne comes in. Then she interferes, and then Raquel goes Rhea Ripley through the table. And also after this situation, Rhea and Raquel will be having a Saturday night main event. Well, they'll be having a match in Saturday night's main event, street fight. Also, what I meant to say, well, we don't know if it's official, but before the Intercontinental match, Sammy was having a conversation. Karrion Kross went in there and started talking smack to him. And Sammy he hauled off on him. And now there's a possible match for them as well coming up soon. I think that's in the main Saturday night's main event as well. So those are the two matches that are possibly, well, one is a definite for Saturday night, but Sammy is not made official yet, as far as I know, for the Saturday night's main event. Then we get to the main event of the night between Cody and Jay. This match was a good match. This match is something that, it was a well quality match, something that I believe Netflix has been clamoring for, and they really put on, these two guys put on a show tonight, right? No matter who did what, Cody hit him with a spear, Jay hit him with a spear, Jay hit him with a Cody cutter. What up, though? Shout out to my co-host, my 33 brother. Yeah, so it didn't matter. The match, this, like I said, if Jay hit him with a Cody cutter, Cody hit him with a couple Cody cutters, hit him with a spear, and then he even got one as Jay was getting ready to hit his finishing move. He jumped up on the rope and catch him with a Cody cutter, and they get a 3 count from that. So Cody advances to face Randy Orton at in the finals of the King of the Ring. That solidified the matches for Crown Jewel, which is, in all seriousness, it's pending because of the quote unquote fighting over there, even though it's been announced that, it's a ceasefire at hand. But you know how this goes. So, they're paying attention to that. So we have to wait and see how that goes as far as, what they're doing on that side of the world. But that event will be Saturday, uh, 1 o'clock. Also, noting, since they'll be over there in Saudi Arabia, Raw, excuse me, SmackDown will be early as well. I believe it's the same time, 1 o'clock Friday as well, because it's about 17 hours difference from there to here in America. So, well, East Coast, and then it'll be in the morning time uh for the West Coast people. So, you know, but we just gonna keep an eye out for that, as like I said, they're really trying to make sure that it's safe to travel and do all of those things to where they can actually have a successful show and not, have things to worry about. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see what matches are coming for Crown Jewel this year. I mean, we already know some of them. We know we got Randy Orton, and we got uh Cody Rhodes. We got Jade, and we got Asuka. Do we have a world champ? We got Cena and CM Punk. So we got a lot of things going. We got a couple matches so far. Uh I'm trying to see if I can get the matches as they are. Uh but like I said, as of right now, so I'm gonna pick those three matches, right? I'm gonna pick the world championship between Cena and CM Punk. I just have a funny feeling that Cena's gonna win that match. Uh and I believe because Cena's gonna win that match, I think Cody is gonna win the King of the Ring match. Uh, and then the way that I feel that they did with Jade, I got, excuse me, Jey Uso. I said Jade. I think they're gonna do the same to Jade, and I think they're gonna push Asuka to win, because if we was paying attention to tonight, we saw Io like, yo, we ain't in Damage Control. I'm waiting for you. She like, I'll be ready. So I don't know if that was a spoiler or a prediction, but I'm gonna go with that. So I got Jade winning. I got Jade losing. I got Randy Orton losing, and then I got CM Punk losing. Uh, we also found out tonight that the New Day's going to be wrestling. Uh, what's these people name? Finn Balor, not Damage Control. Finn Balor and JD McDonough. I forgot what the hell Judgment Day. That's their name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place tonight. So that's the match that they're gonna have next week on Raw, I believe. I don't think that's on Saturday night's main event, but you know. Oh, we got the Jacob match. We got Jacob. You got Jacob and Solo. I think Jacob is gonna pull it off, but I think it's because somebody's gonna come out and help him. I don't know if it's. I don't. I think Jimmy's gonna help, but I think somebody else is coming out for Solo, and they're gonna come out for Jacob. So it's gonna be like a 3-on-3 thing going forward on SmackDown. So that's gonna be that's one of the interesting matches that's going to happen Saturday as well. Uh, so those are the predictions that I have so far, and if I have some more, I'll get back to that. So I'm going to do, now that the Raw card was over, and we got all of that taken care of. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder as they won Game 7 of the NBA Finals yesterday with a 103-91 victory over the Indiana Pacers. Right? Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they played well enough in the second half to take the game over. I'm going to acknowledge Tyrese Halliburton. I'm going to acknowledge him because he, we always talk about people, giving it their all. He definitely gave it his all, right? Even in the beginning of the game, we know he had a leg problem. He had a hamstring problem, right? And he came out. He was on fire in the beginning of the first quarter, and then all of a sudden he went down in that same quarter, and it was confirmed today that he tore his ACL, right? Now I know a lot of people, they don't like him. They feel like, some of the players voted him the most overrated player in the league. But one thing that he had a very inconsistent NBA Finals. But the one thing that you can't say is that he tried to leave it all on the floor, right? I don't know if people played sports with a hamstring problem or pulled muscle or anything like that. So when you go through those type of situations, you try to overcompensate that injury by using other parts of your body. And, for the most part, if you know what an ACL is, that thing is like, it's easy to, it's easy to pop. It's easy to, you know, that injury is very easy when you overcompensating for things that's going on in your leg, whether it's up or low, it doesn't really matter, right? But he definitely knew, like we knew he was injured, and he still went out there and tried to give it his all. And you know, and now he may lose the entire 2026 season because he did what a lot of people may not have done, and that's give it his all to win an NBA championship. A lot of the times I say there's people playing for money instead of for the championship. We know LeBron, was talking about the ring culture and all of that other stuff. But Herm Edwards said it best: you play to win the game. And if you're playing to win the game, you're trying to win a championship within that season, right? So you want to be solidified as the best. Like nobody could take away what Oklahoma City has done throughout this year because they finished their race, their progress to the championship. They crossed that finish line. But for Tyrese Halliburton, I know he's feeling a type of way, and I guarantee if you ask him, would he do it all over again? I'm gonna say he's gonna say yes, because when you right there at that door, that cross, that finish line, you will do anything and everything to make sure you cross it. He gave it his all. His team even tried to rally behind him in the beginning at the end of the first half. They ended the game. They ended the half with the lead, right? So they was trying to win it for him. They was trying to, he gave it his all. His team did what they could, but sometimes your all may not be the best against somebody else's all. And I think that's what happened with the Thunder. But for Tyrese Halliburton, I want to salute him because, like I said, I don't think nobody else would leave it on the floor like that. I know people that would have said, you know what, I ain't even going. I'm not even going to get dressed. I'm gonna just sit this game out. But that young man said, nah, I'm gonna give it a shot. because I don't know if I'll ever get back there. I don't know if I'm. I don't know if my team will be as successful as it was this year. Even though they beat several teams. They beat the Knicks. They beat the Bucks. They beat who they played first. They played the Bucks. Then they played the Knicks. Oh, I can't remember the second team. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank. They played Cleveland, I think. Yeah, they played Cleveland Cavaliers, the 1 seed. Matter of fact, they played these guys. They played the 1 seed, the 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 3 seed, and they won. And then they they beat who was in front of them, the 5 seed, the 3 seed, and the 1 seed. And so they was like, Tyrese said, I'm going to give it my all. It's just hard to watch when somebody gives it their all and they body gives out on them. And that's what I try to tell people. When you playing in the sports, when you playing it for the long haul, sometimes you think you prepared for it, but there's some things that you don't be ready for, and you can never be ready for an injury like that. I know that technology is available and new and all of that stuff, but a lot of it, like a ACL, you can heal physically, but can you heal psychologically? Can you how long is it going to take you to put pressure back on that leg, on that ankle, on that Achilles? Right? We seen Aaron Rodgers last year. It took him almost a whole year. He came back. Last year, but it took him another year to get comfortable on the football field. Now he's going to see if he's ready to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers like he used to play. Right? So it literally took him 2 years, and he's older. But Tyrese Halliburton, with the cutting and his game is about cutting and getting guys open and making assists and then taking step backs and doing all of those things. So now he got a psychological battle that he got to figure out. That may take him another 6 months. So he may not be Tyrese Halliburton that you saw in the playoffs till the 2027-28 season. Because like I said, you really don't understand it unless you go through it, or if you have somebody explain it to you, or if you watch sports, you see there's certain people that come back. Everybody's not going to be Adrian Peterson and come back a year and then have a monstrous season, right? Because Adrian Peterson is Adrian Peterson. He just don't care. He just a bull in the china shop. He just give me the ball. I'm gonna run straight through everybody. Right? That's a football scenario. But in basketball, you got to do more. You can't just run through people. You gotta cut to the basket. You got to slide your feet. You got to do all of these things to get in front of a person defensively and blow past a person offensively. So it's a lot that he's gonna have to go through. And like I said, I'm very sad, but I understand why he did what he did. He gave it his all. You can't say that his courage wasn't in the game, because like I said, I thought he tore the whole hamstring off, but they said nah, it's an ACL. But I realized, like, wait a minute, he was compensating because he was trying not to damage the hamstring. Right? That's the same thing that happened to Kevin Durant in 2018 when they played, or 2019 when they played the Raptors. While they was going for a three-peat. The same thing happened. Came in, he had a leg injury, then he blew out his ACL. Klay Thompson, same thing. And that's what I'm saying. When you trying to be a champion, or in the Warriors case in 2019, they was trying to three-peat. They trying to do something that the Lakers was the last ones to do, and that's three-peat. Okay, my 33 brothers setting up his show in a half hour. We will be there. But you know, you can't cheat yourself, and I don't think Tyrese Halliburton cheated himself. I don't know if he did it. Well, I think he did it, like I said, to win a championship. But I think the league and as a whole, they found a whole new respect for him because they knew when he went down what it was. You seen so many players, whether it was LeBron, KD, Tatum, and Dame Dollar, and that was crazy when I was looking at it. Somebody said, "Yo, something about these zeros that all went out with an ACL because in the playoffs, Damian Lillard blew his ACL out. Then Jason Tatum blew his ACL out. Now we got Tyrese Halliburton blowing his ACL out. I don't think people understand the lengths and the stretch that people have to go through in the league, right? You play 82 games, right? And then you got to go on a certain amount of games in the playoffs, right? For example, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won 68 games in the regular season. Then they had to win another 16. So they won 84 games in a calendar NBA season. All those minutes, 48 minutes a game. Plus, you may have won the overtime a few times, right? And they played a game seven. They was playing game sevens galore. The Pacers was playing game sevens and things like that. It's a lot of harm for your body, but that's why you gotta appreciate those people that's not really that's Iron Men that's playing consecutive games and 82 games a year. So you can understand why some of the players is like, you know what, we're gonna have to manage ourselves during the regular season. Even though as a fan, we want to see them play all 82 games. But when you look at the situation with Tyrese Halliburton, you can understand why some of them do that. But like I said, I am showing appreciation to him because he gave it his all. That's all you can never ask, as a fan, as a teammate. You know, you want your guy to give it your all. I don't. Well, they're gonna say he's the captain of the team, so you want your captain to give it his all. Leave it on the floor and things like that. So he earned a lot of respect from me over this NBA Finals. Well, over the playoff itself. He single handedly was game one. He took the game winning shot, made it. You know what I mean? And he was having a bad game, but he had enough confidence in himself to say, I can overcome this. And he made that shot. And, for the most part, the Pacers were looking good when he was on. So special shout out to Tyrese Halliburton. You know, from Sports Chat, from the Channel 9 studio, we just hope he has a speedy recovery. We probably won't see him maybe the end of next year. If they're willing to try him for that, then I think that will be his decision. But I don't know if he's coming back like that for that reason. What up, though?
What up, though? Man, no you.
Yeah, I didn't think he was coming up. I swear, I was like, I know he.
And then you know
I
what? I
said, I
was
know
sitting
he
there,
ain't coming up.
I was watching that, and I said, you know what? If Jay Uso win, then Jay Cargill go win King Queen of the Ring. When I seen Jay lose, I'm looking like, man, Jay go get. And then I seen that promo, I'm like, it's a wrap. She ain't winning shit. I'm like WWE trying to be
Yeah,
cool with China or Asia, so they no love. Come on, Nana. Like she trying to be cool. They trying to be cool, so they gonna have all Asian champions and shit.
bro. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Man, god damn, bro, we can't get nothing.
Then it's sad because you see Jay, she's working her tail off, right? Y'all had her in the background, tag teaming with Bianca, right? She gets through that. She comes back on fire. She's winning matches. She put herself. She's fighting all the top contenders. Tiffany Stratton. She even fought Nia. She fighting all these people just for her to fall short of the Queen of the Ring, that final match. And that's why I can understand why people was upset with Jay's momentum too, right? All right. Even if you go back a few years ago when he had to fight Roman, he fought them all. He fought Roman. He fought Seth. He fought Cody. He, he fighting all of these. Like he's fighting everybody. Gunther. He's fighting Damian Priest. He's fighting. He fighting in the tag team. He fighting the Judgment Day. He fighting New Day. He fighting all of these daggone days. Street Profit. He fighting all these people. For him to keep coming up short, he gotta love. Like I said, he gotta love what he's doing. Cause I'll be
Bro, I
mad.
don't see how they
To
building
me
Cody.
personally, I'll be
You
upset.
know, like, bro, you don't even need to build Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is already built, bro. I mean, like, oh, now Cody, is that why Cody lost against John Cena so he can be King of the Ring? If Randy Orton don't win King of the Ring, I'm gonna be pissed, bro.
If Randy Orton wins King of the Ring, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm like, for what?
Because Randy Orton,
For
man,
what?
yeah, he just to me, bro, he he that thing, man. Randy is that one, bro.
I
Randy is that
guess.
one, man.
I guess. I mean, I don't think you need to build him either.
He don't need to
What's
be
the difference
built. He
between?
just need to win.
But that's what I'm
He just
saying.
need.
He already had his shot. He already had his shot at Cena too. So what's the point? He's not gonna fight Gunther. He fought Gunther. He fought both of them already.
Randy need a belt, bro.
Well, you better go to TNA, go fight Trick Williams or something.
Man, Randy will do more with the belt than Cody. Than
I
I think Randy
understand
will
that,
do.
but what I'm saying is, y'all, like they it's like they're going backward with the momentum, right? You want Cena and you want Cena and Orton. You want Cena and Cody. That's like 10, 15 years ago. We seen that. You got Cena and Punk. That's 10 years ago. Y'all might as well just say, yo, Jay, go ahead and fight Cena for the belt. Take the belt off him so you can yeet all the way down the road and get him out of here. I don't want to pull the card out, but it's not looking right for the people. They already got EO and Oscar. They already got them. Oh, that's already destined, right? That's destined already. Then they're gonna have Jade all in the cloud. Where are we gonna put her? We gonna put her on SmackDown? Are we gonna let her fight Bianca? Or are they gonna let Naomi win the belt and then she gonna beat Naomi? What are we doing over there? You see what I'm saying? I don't know what they're gonna do with these people.
It's better with the Jay. I mean, I think with the belt is a better storyline if Jay win it and got to fight Bianca and Naomi try to cash in. That'd be dope. Or they do like it's a better story with Jay with the belt than Tiffany right now.
Yeah, because we gotta watch that. We gotta watch the SmackDown match. And, well, is Nia really gonna win the belt? Are we gonna see that? And is Naomi
Oh
gonna
my
cash in on
god,
her? Like,
bro! Can you imagine? What is that? Crown Royal. If it's Jade and Rhea,
Crown Jewel?
that'd be fucking dope, bro. The two champions, Jade and Rhea, going at it for the ring.
That would be a blessing, but they got Rhea and Roxanne. I mean, not Roxanne, Rhea and Raquel. They about to renew that thing, and then they trying to push Roxanne back in Liv's position. So when Liv come back, that's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be a Rhea part 3. Rhea left,
That'd
Liv comes in, Roxanne come in.
that'd be
So
dope
I don't
though,
know.
and that way they can get Dominic Mysterio out of Judgment Day. They can add somebody else. They can get Liv out and Liv come back to help. Uh, Liv come back to help Rhea and let them realign. That'd be dope.
that'll be an interesting way to go because because Roxanne go. I mean, that would be a pipeline. Roxanne brings in like Julia or somebody, you know what I mean? Bring the
No,
NXT crew in and they start their little section of it. And then you got Liv and Rhea, maybe Raquel. I don't. Yeah, I think Raquel might go solo, but you know what I mean. Go
no,
from it
it's gonna
from
be
there.
Raquel and Roxanne, the double R's. It's gonna be double R. Watch.
Oh, okay. That would
Because
be
now,
different. That
because
would definitely be different.
because now think about it. Liv gonna be out, so they gonna need to defend the belt. So like Naomi stepped in for Jade, Roxanne
Hmm.
stepped in for, and that's gonna build their relationship. And Liv gonna feel left out. You know how Liv get.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. You stole my man in my belt. Oh no.
Hmm.
Finn Balor, he think he gonna win the belt next week against New Day. Ah, I don't see it, but who knows? It's possible with this group of characters. Anything possible with these guys. So you know, but once again, I had to let everybody know, SmackDown's gonna be early Friday because they're gonna be over there in Saudi Arabia. But they thinking about, a lot of people worried about this ceasefire or whatever. So they're hoping that the show go on, but they're monitoring and stuff. So
Man, they gonna
so
cease
that
fire
that next they they gonna ceasefire to let the match go on, and then they gonna go back on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Hurry up
They
and get
are
out of here.
so crazy
Finish
with
your
this.
rockets and shit. That's why I be
Yeah,
feeling
hurry up,
like
hurry up.
shit is fake, bro. I ain't saying it's fake that they rockets. I mean that they fighting war and the people in war. I just feel like this shit scripted. If they stop for that event, bro, this shit's life is scripted, man. Ain't no way in hell about to stop. Who the fuck cares about a WWE match when we at war? Nobody care about that shit. We trying to take each other head off. Okay, let's just chill today. We're gonna take a break, y'all. Time out. Time out. Hold on.
Hold
Let them
on.
wrestle.
Look, it's the Sabbath. Let them look. It's the Sabbath. We let them fight on the.
That's like you
You
fighting
gonna
in the
give the people
street.
some entertainment on Sabbath.
Right, right, bro. Look, you fighting in the street, and then next thing you know, some geese start walking down. You like, hold on, man, let the geese go past, bro. Okay, okay, we'll start fighting again after they go past. Like, nah, man, shit like that don't.
Like you playing two hand touch in the street. Wait, we gotta let the car go by. No,
Right,
this ain't that though. This ain't that. Y'all, man, that car gonna wait. We gonna score right now. We gonna do something. You gonna throw it. We gonna do something. The play gonna happen. That car gotta wait. They gonna hog their horn. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, it's I don't know, man. This situation over there is it's now is affecting the world of sports now, for some way, shape, or form. That's too much. I mean, it's supposed to, but ain't nobody caring about the sports side of this thing. And you got your president talking about I said it's a ceasefire. Okay, well, we gonna see. We got what, 4 days, 5 days before that finish happening, before Saturday comes. So we're gonna see if they make it through all of this. But all in all, tonight, I think this was like the best card for Netflix that they had in a very long time. Jay and Cody did give it a well, Jay and Cody, they held it down. I mean, I know you hate the Cody cutter. I'm like,
bro.
he gonna go
I'm
crazy
like, what
on
are
the
you trying to
Cody
do? A jumping neck breaker? Oh, it's a super Cody cutter. I'm like, man, Jay, kick his ass. As soon as he jumped, kick his ass right in the back of the head. Like,
cutter. Like, he
man,
gonna
hey,
go
it's
crazy
like
over
that being wrestling. That motherfucker tried to do the Cody cutter. I'm gonna just take a step back. Like, bro, let's see how far you can jump. Like, that's the most ridiculous, one of the most ridiculous moves. I'm starting not to like Cody because of that shit. Aiden did that shit 3 different times. Super Cody cutter. Like, what?
I'm like, yo, But see, and this is the crazier part, right? Like even like the main event matches. Now you got main event Jey Uso losing main event matches. So we gonna switch his name out now. We gonna call him Jey Uso now, right? Because he had lost the last two main events.
Main event,
He
lose
lost the
Uso.
belt. Yeah. I know people think they pushing him back with to Jimmy, and they could bring the Usos back. The way this thing is going, that's possible. I think his momentum. I don't even know if he want to be tag team partner. He on one with Cody. He on one with Sammy. Then like, what else? Like, I don't think there's nothing left for him to accomplish as a tag
King
team
of the
person.
Ring, which he ain't
He won't.
accomplished this with. That's what he could accomplish.
It's
King of the
like
Ring. Man, I can't believe
that's right.
King Cody. That shit don't even sound right. King Cody.
I think Randy Orton won King of the Ring a long time ago. I don't even remember. I think he did. That shit was like 20 years ago. 20,
Man,
15, 20 years ago.
Randy
Some
don't.
shit like that.
If Randy don't win, bro, this shit is stupid. It's like It's one thing pushing somebody, but it's another thing forcing some shit. Like you forcing this shit, bro.
Well, they've
Like
been
it's
forcing they've been forcing things against Jay. Right? So you telling me that Goldberg is that important that you had to give Gunther the belt just for him to fight a Saturday night main event?
and lose. Like, come
To
on, man.
mama.
Like I
I'm a
said,
fucking
if Seth Rollins don't come out, if Goldberg win, bro, they should have Seth Rollins come out, Braun Breaker spear his ass, and then he stomp him and then cash in. If that shit don't happen, man, if Gunther beat Goldberg, like, what's the point of fighting, bro? What's the point of
that I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see who Seth is really trying to target. You know what I mean? I would have thought he was going to target Cena, but he just like, I don't care who it is.
man?
Like
He, they need Seth on
a
Raw.
good guy got to win. A good guy got to win. I don't know which baby face is going to win the belt, but that's what they waiting on. They banking on that. I don't know who. Maybe Cody. I don't know. I don't see him fighting Gunther. I don't see him fighting Gunther because I don't know why I don't see him fighting Gunther. But like I said, Gunther gonna fight these nobodies, and then why is the belt back on him again? You know what I mean? Like, who's he fighting? Jay had to fight everybody. You know what I mean? John Cena fighting R-Truth, Ron Killen. CM Punk ain't even gonna win this belt at Crown Jewel. What are they gonna do with CM Punk? He can't win. So I don't know which
They need
direction they're
Punk.
going. I don't really see it.
They need Punk on Raw. Unless they go start
Yeah,
moving
I see that too.
to SmackDown, they need Punk on Raw. They will have to move Randy Orton over to SmackDown. I mean, on Raw. They will have to move. Who else? They'll have to move people to Raw, bro.
Yeah, because like I said, they had to bring some of the talent from SmackDown to Raw to make Raw look relevant. I mean, Cody is, one of the headliners of SmackDown, but you needed that match in order to have a decent night on Netflix. Like even Jade, they had to bring Jade over there to have a decent match with Roxanne for the Queen of the Ring. See what I mean? Like they bringing all the talent over there just to draw some more numbers for Netflix. Now, how many of them is going to go to SmackDown and make themselves presentable? I mean, Seth is going over there, but they don't even need Seth. They got Jacob in solo situation. They got, you know what I mean? They got the John Cena situation as a whole because he has to
So they
represent
already
SmackDown.
moved. They already moved Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest over there, bro. They already moved them over there. They
To
don't need
SmackDown.
nobody else on SmackDown. SmackDown fucking loaded, bro.
Right, that's what
They,
I'm
they,
saying.
they secondary belt look, you know, the storyline with their secondary belt look better than the storyline with Raw's main belt. So
Right. Yeah, like I said, I know people been beefing like, yo, you complaining a lot about. I'm like, I don't got no choice. Look at these matches that they got. Like y'all really trying to make me be excited about a Goldberg match at 60. Y'all might well tell Undertaker come back and win the belt.
I rather
On train just you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
I rather see motherfucking Jacob fight Solo than I would see Gunther fight Goldberg. That's for the belt.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? You would rather see that. You would rather see that just to see the what happens next. That's not even a storyline. He cursed my kids out. Why you ain't just get up and punch him in his face? You talk about you now. You're next. That happened damn near almost a year ago, 6 months ago. Whenever the hell they've been in Atlanta,
That's how long it took him to
happened.
get in shape. I was looking on the internet, bro. They said when he got out the ring, he fucked his knee up. I'm like, damn, for real, 58.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm
man, he
saying. Like,
58.
what are
Y'all
we
supposed to have
doing?
it. Like that dude, 58 years old. Y'all supposed to have an elevator waiting for him to get out the ring. What the fuck y'all talking about, bro? Y'all
That's
tripping.
supposed to let him just slide. He's supposed to slid under the ring and sat down and then put it. He thought he ain't like that, man. Now just imagine him trying to go for a spear and his knee blow out. Come on, man, really? And then they're gonna have Gunther powerbomb him and then pin him. Like, stop. Gunther with his what you call it, dad bod. He
Yeah.
powerbomb Goldberg. Come on, man.
Yeah, I
He's
seen, look,
not
bro, I
built
was
like
talking
that.
so much shit about Gunther. I seen his dad bod transform, and I had to start transforming mine, bro. My daughter she was looking at my old picture. She was like, Daddy was big. Daddy, get strong. I'm looking like, man, okay. I got to start really working out now. My daughter telling me to get stronger. Like, I must be fat now. 2 years old, bro.
I'm telling you, sometimes it's the inspirations of those that you would never think would inspire you. And
Man.
it'd be out of the clear blue sky. Daddy, come on. Let's go walking. You wanna go for a walk? All right, come on.
Shit,
You
she had
want me
me
to
in there
pick this
lifting
up? All right, come
kettlebells. She like, here, here, here. I'm like, I got you.
on.
Like, shit,
That's
I'm
what I'm
41.
saying.
I better start lifting again before I can't lift no more shit.
I mean, I I could see you still lifting. I think once you get back in shape, I think you gonna be. I think everything. This is your year of improvement anyway, so I ain't even worried about that. You about to improve a whole bunch physically anyway. I can't. Your mental. You different. You don't need no improvement there. But your physical aspect, I could see a whole lot of improvement. You probably get down to 240. You're like, yo, I'm back.
I'm 240 right now.
230,
I'm 240.
225. We gonna
I
get to
dropped
225.
I dropped 5 pounds in like 4 or 5 days. But I do a intermediate fasting though too. I only eat once a day. I drink water throughout the day, then I
Right,
eat dinner. And then I go on walks all the time with the kids. That should help. But I just started
right.
lifting again. I've been consistent for like 3 days now. And now is a must because once I feel like I ain't tight no more, I'll be like, oh no, fuck that. I start lifting something. Even if I start lifting the kids, grab both of them by the back of the neck and do hammer curls. Like I'm just playing. I don't grab my kids by the back of
Nah,
the neck.
that was a spoken error.
It wasn't spoken
He
there. It
love the
was a bad joke.
kids.
It was a bad joke. A
That
bad
too.
joke.
That part.
No, I definitely said it on
But
purpose. It was just a bad joke.
yeah, You
I just
better
thought
off
it was
saying
funny
you gonna
before I
wrestle
said it.
midget.
Then when I said it, I'm like, hold on, man, we on YouTube. People might take me seriously. Let
And
me.
you too. They already got you wrestling midget, so that's something different.
I ain't wrestling no midget. I'm
But
throwing them.
whatever. Wrestling was throwing wrestling, same shit. But I just like I said, I need these next few days to get over with so we can. I just need to see where they're going after these PLEs. I just need to see because there's no more tournaments after this. You're gonna have evolution. You're gonna go back to regular shows. How you gonna go back to regular shows when you've been mixing the product up? You got Cody going to Raw. You got Jay going to SmackDown. You got LA Knight going to both shows. Like, how does that work? I'm like I said, I just need to see where this is going from here, and then we can figure it out.
Shit, LA Knight out indefinitely.
Is he?
Yeah, you ain't
They
hear him say
killed him.
that? I don't know, bro.
They killed him. They killed him that night. Friday night.
They
I know they
announced it
was
that he was
serving
out
his.
indefinitely.
Wow.
I
So
can't
now
believe
they
they
ain't
really
look. They
went
ain't got no
strong.
reason to go to SmackDown. They ain't got no
I can't.
reason to go to SmackDown. Then
Yeah, they do. The belt over there.
I'm talking about like if Cena's not there, like they was beefing with LA Knight. He gone though.
So,
So who you gonna beef with now?
I mean, they talking about
They
running
trying to they trying to
undisputed,
make
so
Dave.
they go over there just to make people feel their presence, bro. Just make people
They ain't
think they gonna
going.
fuck with them. That's how you win wars by fucking with people's minds, bro.
Well, they going for the weak ones. Well, they went for LA Knight and they went for Aleister Black. They ain't go for Damian Priest. They ain't go, well. I don't think they're ready for Jacob. I think they know Jacob got something in the back pocket. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the back pocket to just be exposed. Expose the back pocket so that way we can see what's going on. We got to find out what's happening with Solo first. Are the Tongans going with Solo or are they gonna go with Jacob? You know what I
Shit,
mean?
what
Because I know
Tongues?
one
We
of
ain't
them.
seen their ass in months. Come on, you gotta put them on back of milk cartons. You ain't seen them in
what's
months,
the
bro.
what's the yeah yeah yeah? What's the yeah guy? I ain't seen. I don't even know. I didn't even know he was injured. He didn't even wrestle. How the hell did he get injured? He wasn't wrestling. What's the other one? The other one got injured at War Games. That was November. We in the
Man,
middle of June. We at
he
the end
he
of
look
June.
awkward as hell. He look like an
I'm
extra
just
that
saying.
forgot their part. That's what he look
Since
like.
he forgot his part, they forgot them.
Mm-hmm.
They they missing in action, but they may be in the background, going back to the power plant. Not the, is that what they used to? Well, it used to be called power plant. When you go and get you something like they did Jade, but Jade
Yeah.
came back. She came back a little bit more agile, even a little bit more stronger.
It's
So
just her
I'm like,
moves. You gotta partner her. She gotta be partnered with the right person to make her moves look good. Cause like I was even like watching Roxanne. Like you watched her with even when she fought Trish. I mean what's her name? Tiffy Time. When she fought her, I'm looking like why is Jade picking her off the ground like that? But when she picking up Roxanne is barely like she barely picking her up. Like when she power bombed him, she was supposed to power bomb her twice, but she couldn't get a hold of her. So she just flipped it into the J. I like how you can tell like when her moves don't work, she used to be for a minute. Or like when a move don't go the way it's supposed to
mm,
go, she'd be lost for a minute. Now she snapped into the next move or she improvised. She ain't used to do that. And it's looking smoother, because like when she power bombed her, you can see her trying to lift her up again like she was supposed to go for two. but she just flipped. She just swung her, flipped her, and jaded her. But she was supposed to hit her with another power bomb.
Yeah, she was. But I think she knows. I think the she's starting to become a little bit more reactive and creative. Oh, I can't get this. Let me flip this into something else.
I
So
like when she choke slammed
like I
her and
said,
licked the side of her face. Like that shit tight. That shit dope. Like, oh, you about to go for a ride, motherfucker. Bow.
yeah,
That's why I said her and Rhea going at it, bro. That shit gonna be lit. That shit will be
well,
lit.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They may have to move her to Raw, like you said. I'm gonna agree with that. You supposed to be on right now. You over here tripping. I don't know what We on Lock doing. He did. Oh god, shout out to We on Lock. But he in the wrong airtime.
You
He in
know
the
what?
wrong airtime. He on the wrong airtime. What he doing on with us? He ain't supposed to be on with us.
Mm.
He early got
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just saw what is it? He just live. That's all it says. He went live 10 minutes or 10 minutes ago.
He
He's supposed to
usually
be
go
live
live a
now.
little early, a little late. He go on live different types. Oh, he just talking. He on
I'm
his
waiting to
phone. He
hear.
ain't even got his computer set up. He on his phone. He just talking.
He just making some hours.
Mm-hmm.
What we talking about? You take the good, you take the bad. What's that about?
Man, I'm about to talk about last night. I don't know what kind of fuck show that was, bro. I ain't even half of the conversation I didn't hear. I ain't gonna lie to you. My ADHD kick in. I stopped paying attention when I don't care. I just
Well,
stopped paying. Bro, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I started knitting and shit. Like, hold on, bro. What the fuck? I don't even know how to knit. The fuck I started knitting for? Like, and then like it's certain part. Like I went back and listened to it. I'm like, damn, I ain't hear none of this shit. I'm like, cause I wasn't paying attention. I think it was the time I was just sitting there, bro, on my phone. I had my other earbud in, listening to this little Asian show I was watching, and I'm like, oh, I'm on live. Let me get back on here. Like, bro, when my ADHD
I'm
kick
like,
in,
yo,
bro, it's like my attention be gone, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I can't go. I can't be on the live camera, bro. Y'all be like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like sometimes when people talking, I just be like, man, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, let me just be quiet because that's the safest way for me not to be ignorant. I'm just be quiet.
that was crazy. I'm trying to listen to it on Riders. You got it on members only. Riders, she got like
You know,
40 minutes of it. I'm like, I can't hear nothing.
you know why I put it on members only? Because I remember he said, yeah, I'm gonna clip this because I gotta show my people like, okay, if you go clip this, you gonna pay me $1.99 for a membership. That's what you gonna do. How about that? How about you pay $1.99 for the membership because you just wasted my time, bro. Like you owe me something. $1.99 ain't even sufficient.
I was trying to understand what he was talking about, but I swear, something be saving me from these type of situations. I be like,
Man,
why am I going?
man, that wasn't nothing but a sales pitch to be a Hebrew Israelite. That's all that was. This motherfucker, he actually said, "Oh, when they nuke, the nukes ain't gonna hit me." Like, bro, where the fuck you gonna be at? If the shit hit me, like, where you gonna be at, bro?
You got a
Like,
bunker.
preaching that white devil shit, man. Come on, bro. It's white devils, black devils, brown devils, purple devils. Devils come in all different colors and shades, bro. Like,
I
you over
don't
here.
like. I,
And I don't knock what nobody do. Whatever they do is what they do. But I don't do that shit. So, and I ain't coming over here. Do you see me over in the Hebrew Israelites talking about 9%? Nah. But you want to come over here? My people. Who's your people? Black people. You know all black people ain't the same. Yeah, I ain't talking about all black people. So what people you talk like? What the fuck is we talking about then? Like, come on now, man. You can't keep. What do you say? You putting on a cape? I ain't putting on a cape for nobody. I've been telling you for the last, bro. I don't know. I told him like 4 or 5 times, like, bro. I don't care about that past shit. I'm trying to see what we can do right now. We sitting up here giving each other history lessons and shit about some shit some other people did. What can we do? That's what I'm on. But you gotta
What
take
can
the
we
good
do
with the bad.
today?
Let me get my derriere off here and get over here and start talking my shit.
Yeah, be
Cause
waiting
I ain't
for
gonna
you.
try to be on long. I always say that, but I'll be on for like 3, 4 fucking hours.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. We're gonna be over here. Shout out to the co-host, 33, my 33 brother. The word 9% is he prepared himself for his topic of the night. The good, take the good in the bad. We'll be over there shortly. Uh, but yeah, like I said, we down to the one sports segment. You know what I mean? We got baseball. If y'all want to talk about, we can talk about WNBA as well. If that's what y'all want to do, of course I'm available for all of that. I follow all sports. If that's what y'all want to do, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for you guys, right? Y'all want to talk about how Detroit is looking good this year, Chicago Cubs is looking good this year. The Minnesota Lynx is, as far as I know, they haven't lost a game yet. The Liberty is still, looking good as well as they heading into July. Baseball's heading into its All-Star break in a couple of weeks. We could talk about all those things. We could talk about the NBA draft that's coming. Oh, I didn't even mention that. I didn't even update the Kevin Durant. For those of you that don't know, Kevin Durant was traded to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and uh a few draft picks. So now, Kevin Durant is going to the Rockets. I know a lot of people are excited about that. He does. He is surrounding himself with some nice young talent. Sangoon, is a very good inside out player. Uh, I don't know if they're going to Fred Van Vliet is going to stay there, pick up his option or whatever have you. There's still going to be a couple of pieces away, but it's going to be a very interesting year. So now a lot of people probably got the Suns counted out as far as making the playoff team. They didn't even make the playoff the past couple of years with Kevin Durant, so we understand how that goes. So, but now we drifting into the NBA draft, uh, which means we ain't gonna hear about them a little bit. We ain't gonna hear about them till about September, October, preseason. Football about to start up preseason. Hopefully we can get some people in the crowd that want to, we don't have enough people to do the fantasy league. We will still be doing the picks by the week. The picks, the games picking the games for the week. See how many games we can pick like we did last year. Or we did last year rather. All of those things is available for all, anybody that wants to participate, just to say we doing something together and we covering the NFL and things like that. But that's all available for everybody. Friday, I don't know. Friday, I don't know if I'll be on. I'll be running around getting the kids heading from New York to Georgia that week, the weekend. So I may be on. I'm not guaranteeing it, but these kids. When the kids get around, we just pay so much attention to them, and they deserve our attention. So I don't want to promise something, then I don't deliver. So as of right now, I may not be on. If anything, I'll pop up and have that conversation on Friday if I'm available. We'll go over that. We'll go over SmackDown, and we'll definitely go over Night of Champions on Monday. But until then, I appreciate everybody stopping by. Shout out to my co-host, my 33 brothers. Shout out to the guys in the bushes. Uh, until next time, guys, from the Channel 9 studio, this is Mr. 33 signing off. Y'all go on over there, get with the word. Listen to we're taking the good from the bad. Taking the good and the bad. That's the topic over there. See you there.